And hello, everybody. Anybody who is listening, you can call me Devo. That's the name I go by on the Elite Dangerous forums, Northern Devo. I am doing this little video to help a friend who is getting adjusted in Elite Dangerous. This video is primarily for him, but if anybody else needs assistance, I hope they get some help from this video. Now, the thing about Elite Dangerous is it has an extremely high learning curve. And, when you're starting in the game, it can be very overwhelming at first. So what I plan to do here is to start off and show how to get yourself set up in a basic control layout. And this is for using keyboard and mouse because my friend in question, that is what he uses. And a lot of experienced commanders absolutely swear by keyboard and mouse. I mainly swear at it, with apologies to Terry Pratchett. I prefer my flight stick and my HOTAS flight stick and throttle. But for this time, I'm going to be doing this with keyboard and mouse. Now, we are going to assume that we are starting right from the first time you have loaded up Elite Dangerous and you're looking at the screen for the first time. So I'm going to go in here and clear my save. Yes. And it's going to take a second to clear. Okay, and we are starting right back from the very first screen you see with that beautiful starport up in the top right and the SRV looking over the planet. What a beautiful scene that is. I wish I knew where that was. Anyway, pardon me. We are going to be starting the first time, and when you press start for the very first time, you are taken immediately to the tutorial. Now, it's very, very important that you do the tutorial, but especially with keyboard and mouse, if you are just starting this for the first time, the way the controls are set up, they can be fairly confusing. So what I'm going to do here is show you a very basic and simple control layout. And we're just going to go over them. And as we go through the list, if you want to Alt-Tab away from this, go into your game, open up Options, go to Controls, and just listen to my voice in the background leading you through this. All right? And so here we go. This is what we want to do. We're going to start with a very basic and simple control layout so that the spacecraft that you're flying moves in an understandable and fairly intuitive way. The way it works in default is you have pitch assigned to the up and down on the mouse and then roll assigned to the left and right. Once you get better with it, you can use that, but what I'm going to do is set it that up and down is pitch and left and right is yaw, and then we will be using Q and E to roll the spacecraft, the Sidewinder. So let's do that now. Okay, let's go back to the main screen. From here, come down to Options, select Controls. This master mode up here that says Custom, go to Keyboard and Mouse with yaw. This is important. Keyboard and mouse with yaw. Now, also, when I'm talking about this, you may not, if you are an experienced player using keyboard and mouse, you may not agree with what I'm doing here. This is just a start to get you going. Okay, that's all we're doing here. Just a start to get you going and flying the spacecraft. As soon as I'm done this, I'm going to do another tutorial where I'm flying the in-game tutorial. Okay, so you can see what it looks like. So keyboard and mouse with yaw, select that. So that master layout has been selected. So first, little cross on the list, mouse controls, open that. Now you'll notice it says mouse axis, that's left and right, yaw. Relative mouse axis, don't touch it. Mouse Y axis, pitch, off. That's where we want, that's what we want. Okay, we can leave mouse sensitivity, relative mouse rate, and mouse dead zone right where they are at the moment. We can bring up the mouse sensitivity maybe a little bit and leave everything else the way it is. But when you're playing with those, you can see how the Sidewinder performs. Mouse power curve, leave it off. Show mouse widget, leave it on. Okay, now, flight rotation. Okay, these are your rotation controls, and like I said, come down to here. See where roll axis is? Roll left, Q, roll right, E. All right? We don't need to touch anything else there. The next header is flight thrust. Let's click on that. Now, the thrust are your lateral and vertical thrusters. They are the ones that drive the Sidewinder straight up, straight down, straight left, straight right, front and back. Okay, and so that is what we are going to be setting up. Okay, so thrust left, A, that is correct. Thrust right, D, that is correct. Now I personally choose for vertical thrust, thrust up, okay, W. And it says currently bound to increase throttle. Do you want to rebind it? Yes. All right. And then thrust down, S. That's your classic WASD or WASD control setup, which most gamers use. Okay, thrust forward and backward. Thrust forward, for myself personally, I use left shift. Okay. And then thrust backwards, right shift. Or, pardon me, left control. Pardon me. All right. That's all we need for that at the moment. There are other controls we're going to be adjusting, but the thing about Elite Dangerous is there are hundreds of settings in here. Okay. And you don't try to change them all at once. What you do is you know, when you encounter something, when you need to change, you just go into controls and you save it then. All right. So we're done what we need at the moment. Click apply, back to main menu, and that is this little tutorial. So just go through what I did there. You can always change them in the future, but for right now, just change your controls to reflect what I just did there. Remember, go to controls, and then on that bar at the top, okay, it's custom now because we changed things, but keyboard and mouse with yaw is the one you want. All right? And then change your flight thrusters the way I did, and it will at least get you going. So I'm going to stop this video and upload it, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to record the tutorial.